Welcome to our aging puzzle. I'm your host, Corlette Deveaux. This month, we are talking about driving safe for the holidays. Remember our show? We talk about aging, but we also talk about other topics. We have conversations with guests from all walks of life because we want to share information that's going to impact your life and make a difference in your life. Our audience is focused on everyone because we're all aging. So it doesn't matter if you're a senior, you're a teenager, you're a young one, you're middle age. It doesn't really matter. We are talking about aging, and we bring stories to give you the opportunity to hear about what other people are going through so that you can laugh, you can cry, you can be inspired, and we can share valuable insights on a number of topics, including health problems and ways to live a healthier and longer life. So every month, we are so excited to come and share information with you because we look forward to an inspiring time of conversation, learning, and connecting with each other. So this month, we will extend a warm and festive welcome as we're embracing the holiday season. The focus for this month is on critical issue. This issue is on impaired driving because December is National Impaired Driving Prevention Month. And our caring holiday conversation will aim towards raising awareness, collaboration, and ensuring the safety on the roads for all of us during this festive season. We are focusing on driving safely for the holidays. And we're honored to have our guest this month, Melanie Lovelace, who is a personal injury attorney from the injury firm Galsterer Abramowitz. She is our special guest for the entire month. And this month, Melanie will provide valuable insights on this critical topic. So remember what we do every month here on our aging puzzle. We have one guest for the entire month, and we want to walk you through a journey to provide insights for that topic week after week. So typically the first week, remember what we do, we'll kind of share some information, diagnosis, we'll share statistics with you, how do they feel? And week two, we want to talk about, tips and treatment options for our guest that's experiencing their issue. And week three, we talk about treatment. In this case, Mel is going to talk about case studies in her practice, her personal case studies. And week four, we always talk about how our guest is doing and what are they doing differently. So we're going to do the same thing this month with our guest, Mel Lovelace, the personal injury attorney. So join us to hear Mel walk us through our topic, driving safe during the holiday. Now it's time for aging facts. Now, as we delve into and dive into the holiday season, it is so important to acknowledge the joy it brings, but let's also address the stresses that come along with the holiday season. We've got to buy everybody's gift. We got to have money. We have to have parties. We have to buy food. Good Lord, it's almost as if we spend the entire year saving for the holidays. Some of us do. We are not all independently wealthy, So, sometimes you may be unsure about how to handle this. You have the family gathering and you may have that strain on your wallet, or you're dreading the onset of gaining weight and the calories that also come with family time and holiday time. What we're going to do is address some of these stressors and explore strategies to keep you merry and bright and not overwhelmed. So number one, let's talk about the financial stress, okay? So from wealth advisors, if you take the time to evaluate your budget, be mindful of unexpected costs like travel or charitable donations. Remember that everything is a trade-off. So setting a well-defined savings target for the entire year can provide you with clarity and reduce stress over the holidays. So what you may want to do is every month you put aside a little something so that when holiday time comes around November, December timeframe, you have some money saved so that you're not overwhelmed and you're not financially strapped. And number two, gift-giving pressures. Okay, the time where you had to buy everybody a gift, that's just too much. That's a lot. So, we all feel pressure to give gifts, right? How about establishing a guideline for everyone, like a no gift rule for the extended family? Y'all don't buy me nothing, and I'm not going to buy you anything. Let's simplify the process and let's save each other money because finances are tight, especially after COVID. Because remember, making someone feel appreciated often means more than just the gift itself. It's the time that you spend with them. So giving a gift does not mean that you don't love them or that you do. Let's try to save some time and take the pressure off of giving gifts. Let's just spend time together and enjoy others' company so we don't have that financial burden. Number 3, so we are concerned about money, we're stressed about everybody's gifts. The third thing we have to worry about is gaining some extra pounds and all the calories and all the food that we're going to eat. So a nutrition expert advises building up defenses against unnecessary calories during the holidays. So what you want to do is you want to arrive at events. Don't go there hungry. When you go to events, go there not hungry. Eat something before you get there, like have a fiber or a protein snack before you get there so you can curb your appetite and allow yourself half of the portions and stand firm on your choices. If you're tempted with excessive treats, graciously decline and take a goodie bag home. When you take that goodie bag home, eat it the next day. Don't feel pressure to eat it when you get home because you control the choices that you make. And that's how you control the calories. And number 4, everybody thinks that holidays you're supposed to drink, and get drunk. Don't do it. You can still have fun and enjoy your family without getting drunk. Manage the alcohol that you drink. Manage alcohol intake. Come on. Psychologists suggest that planning your alcohol consumption ahead of celebrations. You want to say to yourself, I am only going to drink 1 glass of wine. Because if you want to abstain or reduce your alcohol intake, you tell yourself you're only going to drink 1 or order a non-alcoholic drink and water it down. Because remember, most people won't push you to drink. And you and your well-being and the safety of yourself and others is in your hands. 5, this holiday, you're going to have all kinds of pressures, right? Coping with social obligations. You can go or get invited to tons of parties, and it can be overwhelming. You have 2 parties the same night. Here's what you do. Consider setting personal limits and balance social events with dedicated me time. Because you don't want to go to all the parties. You're going to get stressed, you're going to be pressured, and you're going to be exhausted. It's okay to send regrets to some invites if it lightens your load and reduces your stress. That's your decision. Make sure you feel comfortable saying, I'm so sorry, I can't attend your event tonight. I'm overbooked. And, the holiday season, although we have tons of parties, there are some people out there who do not get invited to lots of parties and who are lonely. So combating loneliness is something that we need to consider. So for those out there who are feeling lonely, they may not get invited to tons of parties, consider an activity that involves you giving back. If you don't get invited to parties, that's okay. Find somewhere where you can volunteer. You can be a part of something. Because when you volunteer, it makes you feel good. And that will alleviate your loneliness. You can also reach out to your friends or neighbors for company and say, hey, can we get together for a drink outside of the cul-de-sac or outside? And let's just get together and gather around and spend time together. That helps you with your loneliness. Putting yourself out there can be a significant difference in how you experience the holiday season. And so we encourage you to do that. Because as we navigate this holiday season, let's prioritize joy, connection, and most importantly, our well-being. So here's to a stress-free and joyful holiday season And let's socialize, have fun, and drink responsibly. And I encourage you all to make good choices and do not drive impaired. Drive safely because it is important for your safety and the safety of others. So this month, we are talking about driving safe for the holidays, and we are going to have my guest this month, Mel Lovelace, who is a personal injury attorney, who is going to be speaking about driving safe for the holidays. But before we dive into this topic, let's take a moment to acknowledge a shared commitment that spans over 4 decades. Did you know that since 1981, every president of the United States has declared December as National Impaired Driving Month? This significant proclamation reflects a dedication to ensuring road safety for you, for me, and for everyone during the holiday season and throughout the year. Today, we explore the importance of this annual commitment and its impact on our collective well-being. And one more important factor, drunk driving is a problem on our nation's roads every day, but it is more prevalent during the holidays. So during the New Year's and the Christmas period in 2021, they found that there were 209 drunk driving related fatalities. Really sad. And the sad part is these deaths were 100% preventable. They were preventable. In 2020, there were 11,654 people killed nationwide in drunk driving crashes. That's awful. This accounts for nearly 1/3 of the crash fatalities that year. The tragedy of these deaths is felt year-round and for a long time, for many, many, many years. So we want to address the importance of safe driving during the holidays. And this is why we are committed to shedding light this holiday season. We want you to be safe. That's why we have our guest, Mel, and we are pleased to have her sharing her insight this month. Mel is a valuable addition to our conversation. Her expertise contributes to our mission of promoting awareness and building a safer community. Now, I want to share with you some information about our guest, Mel, who's joining us today. She is a passionate advocate for victims of drunk driving. She is originally from Michigan. Melanie holds a bachelor's degree in secondary English education and a master's degree in educational administration. She pursued her law degree at Nova Southeastern University and graduated magna cum laude. Okay, Mel, congratulations. Mel's commitment to justice grew during her time as an associate for Nova Law Review and as a clerk at the injury firm. Specializing in various personal injury cases, including automobile and trucking accidents, Mel is dedicated to helping those affected by negligence. And outside of her legal endeavors, she enjoys yoga, scuba diving, and cooking with her fantastic husband. So please join me in welcoming my guest for the month of December, Melanie Lovelace. Wow, I'm so excited to have my guest today, Mel Lovelace. Hi, Mel.
Hi, Corlette. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much for being a part of our show this month. That we're in the holiday season and holiday time. We want to have fun. We want to eat. We want to spend time with our family. But we also have to be aware of something that is prevalent during the holiday season, and that's driving safely. So this month, we're talking about driving safe for the holidays. And you're here to share with us some statistics on the impact of not driving safe during the holidays. So would you mind sharing with us, Mel, some statistics because we want people to be safe?
Yes, and thank you so much for having me. It's always important to me to discuss safety, especially during the holiday season. So really during the holidays in my profession as an attorney, we do witness an increase in accidents and impaired driving injuries around the holiday season. So it's really important to be aware of some of those statistics and, reasons why those accidents occur. In all 50 states, including the District of Columbia and Puerto Rico, it is illegal to drive with a blood alcohol concentration over 0.08 or higher. And any fatal crash involving a driver with that is considered an alcohol or impaired driving accident. So the National Highway and Traffic Safety Association, they have shared lots of dire statistics. I've seen them anecdotally in my practice, but there are so many dangers associated with drunk driving. On average, 37 people are fatally injured every day in accidents caused by drunk drivers in the United States. So really, this translates to one drunk driving related death every 39 minutes. And
Wow.
since 1982, drunk driving fatalities, although they have declined by 37%, hopefully due to stricter laws and protocols and increased awareness, safety, all the prevention organizations out there, and then new technology that we know exists, yet the threat is still there and it's still really prevalent. And it is responsible for killing over 10,000 people every year. In 2019 alone, it stole the lives of 10,142 people, and every single one of those deaths could have been prevented. In 2021, there was a 14% increase from 2022, and that total number reached 13,384 fatalities. So these are, really dangerous, especially around the holiday season. So to keep in mind, the three most dangerous days for these types of fatalities are around the holidays or just after the holidays. We've noticed an increase on New Year's Day, surprisingly.
Wow.
The 4th of July, and then the day after St. Patrick's Day for some reason. Okay.
That's very astonishing. I'm very surprised. I'm surprised.
And, it is really important to remember these are 100% preventable.
Those statistics are staggering, to hear that the day on New Year's Day is one of the biggest times where you have fatalities and you have these incidences due to impaired driving. As you said, this is preventable, right?
100% preventable. Yeah.
And it's preventable.
And there's lots of services out there nowadays too. Yeah.
So Mel, you said it's preventable. Can you really just break down for us what preventable means? Is preventable. What does that mean? That means there's
things like Uber and Lyft out there, hiring a driver, designating someone as the designated driver, who doesn't drink. And then, if you have to leave your car and call a cab, if you do indulge, all of those reasons, you don't have to drive your car somewhere, what's the worst? You get a parking ticket, versus ruining someone else's life or your own forever.
That is, it sounds so simple, but it's so powerful. You said it's preventable because people can decide if they want to risk their lives or the lives of somebody else, if they want to risk driving while impaired. We all make decisions every day. And so in this case, everyone has an opportunity to decide if they want to drive after they've had a fantastic time. The worst thing that you can do, right, is go to a party and have a great time. And not thinking about it, not realizing that you've had a couple glasses of wine, maybe another beer or two, and you don't really think about it. And you get behind the wheel of the car and you get into an accident. That's astounding. That's really scary. And, you shared these statistics, Mel, about the number of fatalities going up year over year. 13,000 in 2022, I believe you said.
Yes.
And we all have the option. We make the decision about whether we want to drive impaired or not. And the answer is do not drive impaired. Do not.
Yes. Yeah.
So, well, hopefully these statistics will shed some light on our listeners and our viewers and help them to understand that during the holiday season and every day, don't drink and drive. Don't drive while you're impaired. Right?
Yes.
And
100%.
you're a personal injury attorney. You see it.
Yeah, I see it all too often in my profession, and it's, the devastating consequences. They reach out further than, just the person who chose to make that bad decision, the consequences on them, and then the family of anyone they hurt.
That's true. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So you impact two lives, yours and the person that you hurt. Thank you so much.
And all the people you love and that love you. Yep.
That is true. You actually, that's a really good point. You affect your life, the person that you hurt, and both families.
Yeah.
Yes. It's sad. We want everyone to be safe. So thank you, Mel. Thank you so much
for being with us
this week. Remember, deciding to drive while impaired is your decision. Don't do it. Don't go and have a party, have fun, and get behind the wheel of a car. It's your decision. Make the right one. Be safe and keep others out there safe as well. So Mel, we're going to see you next week, right?
Yes, I'll be back.
Fantastic. We'll see you next week, and you'll be talking about tips for a safe holiday drive. So we'll see you next week, Mel. Thank you.
Bye, Corlette. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mel, for contributing to this crucial conversation and advocating for victims. Now let's talk about habits to live longer and live better. Remember, every week we talk about habits to live longer and live better. Remember, we always recommend 4 things: proper diet, regular exercise, reduced stress, and socialization. Because doing these things will help you have a positive effect on your overall health and well-being, and will help you live longer and live better. So remember those 4 things, people. Come on. Proper diet, what you eat, get out there, move, regular exercise, reduce your stress, meditate, socialize, go out there, talk to your neighbors and your friends, and it will help you in your life. So our topic for the month, driving safe for the holidays, is an important topic because we want you to be safe. We want to ask you to consider exploring. If you have questions about safe driving, what's going on the road, what's legal, what's not, go and check out the website nhtsa.gov/road safety. Check it out for valuable insights and more information. And if you're passionate about making a difference, there are always various ways to contribute. You can engage in fundraising efforts through online platforms, you can host events, or you can get active in volunteering. Every single effort counts, and it makes a difference in the lives of others. Be careful out there on the road. Pull over and report drivers that you suspect to be under the influence by calling 911. And together we can make strides in creating safer roads and fostering a community committed to preventing impaired driving. Thank you so much for joining us this week. We will see you next week when we will have our guest, Melanie Lovelace, talking about tips to driving safe on the road. So we will see you next week. Thank you for joining us. Voila!
I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from Shark Tank. DG Incorporated provides coaching services to help entrepreneurs open and grow assisted living facilities and build economic wealth. Visit their website to learn more.